Teardrop. The series will take you through fictional episodes from the viewpoints of Trisha and Vikrant. Sometimes it's the same situation from their respective perspectives, and sometimes their shared journey. Chapter 10: A Black and White World, Vikrant. His view of the world was black and white. Not surprising then that his favourite colours were black and white as well. For as long as he could remember, Vikrant loved going to school. The thing he most liked about school was that he did not have to take any decisions. His time and how he was to spend it was decided for him. School saved him from the burden of choices. Multitudes of choices made him nervous. No one who met him would ever believe it to be true, but he always felt bogged down by the weight of responsibility of making choices. So, when the time came to choose a favourite colour, he went with a pair that was a safe bet. Safety was big on his list since he was a child. He was 4 when he had learned to identify zebra crossings, and he remembers looking at a photograph of a zebra in a baby book and connecting the crossing to the animal and feeling thrilled at his achievement. He found red to be too bright on him. He liked it on others though. He loved the colour red that adorned his mother's forehead in the form of the round bindi and the smear of sindoor in her centrally parted hair. He liked the bold green she wore as bangles around her wrists, but it was holding the string of black beads with a pair of small gold circular pendants in the centre around her neck in a tight grip that made him feel secure during his naps. As he grew up, he was always surrounded by colour. His best friend always wore a multitude of colours. Red was always predominant in the palette. However, since they started going to school, her black eyes looking at him from afar or near always calmed him down and somehow made him feel safe. She, who was a riot of colours, always calmed him. She also confused him, but that is a matter for another time. When confronted by her about his colour of choice, he replied stoically that white and black worked for him. In the visible spectrum, black is the absorption of all colours and white is dispersed by a prism into the colours of visible spectrum. She rolled her eyes, those deep black eyes, and decided to end the conversation and returned to colouring the doodle that she had scribbled during the Hindi period. He suppressed a smug smile, proud of himself for shutting her up and irritating her successfully in one shot. Her anger subsided and he saw her smiling to herself. And he knew at that moment that he could never choose between what he liked better, her black eyes or her smile through which her pearly white teeth peeked through. The mandatory music class in school was responsible for his introduction to music and musical instruments. She knew instantly that Vikrant would opt for drums. Not because he was a good percussionist and not because the tag of being the coolest member of a band was universally reserved for drummers. In the music room, that was an instrument that was black and white. And he was predictable. She was right. Vikrant loved the drums. He loved the sound of the drum beats and he loved controlling the beats and the entire performance with just the flicks of his wrists. A lot changed, but not everything. She and his choice in colours did not alter much during the next decade or so.